children, we can see the past and present 7th lessons question answers in this class. Fill in the blanks. The second battle of Panipat was fought between Akbar and Humayun. Rani Durgavati was a Gondkyun who died defending her kingdom. Rana Pratap, the son of Uday Singh, fought the Mughals. The Kani Saman looked after the needs of the royal household. The Mughal Empire was divided into sabhas, and each sabha was divided into parganas. Each sabhas were divided into sarkars. Then Mansabdari system was an important feature of the Mughal army administration. Red sandstone was used to construct the buildings of Fatehpur Sikri. The Jahangiri Mahal is the Agra fort. C. Answer these questions. Discuss the problems that Akbar faced upon ascending the throne. Page number 80. Akbar was proclaimed the king. He was only 13 years old. Bairam Khan was the appointed Akbar's regent. The Mughal Empire at this time had just been re-established and was therefore not very strong. The Rajputs and the Afghans were waiting for a suitable opportunity to expel the Mughals from India. Then write about the early conquest of Akbar. Second Battle of Panipat. In November 1556, a fierce battle was fought between the Mughal and Humayun. This was the second battle of Panipat. Akbar defeated Humayun in this battle. Akbar strengthened his fort over Gwalior and Ajmer in 1562. The Mughal forces annexed Malwa. In 1564, Akbar attacked the kingdom of Gondwana. Its queen Rani Durgavati put up a stiff resistance and died fighting. List some of the steps taken by Akbar to gain the loyalty of the Rajputs. Akbar took various measures to gain the loyalty of the Rajputs. Akbar defeated the Rajputs but did not humiliate them. He treated them with respect. He allowed most Rajput kings to continue ruling over their territories. He did not interfere in their internal matters. Akbar married into Rajput families. He married a Rajput princess called Jodhabai. His sons also took Rajput princes as their wives. The Rajput ideas were given complete religious freedom. Akbar gave high post to Rajput chiefs in his administration. Raja Mansingh and Raja Birbal, two of his most trusted officials, were Rajputs. Discuss the central and provincial administration under Akbar. Central administration. The emperor was the head of both civil and military administration. He took all major decisions concerning the empire. He was assisted by many officials. The Wazir or the Diwan was the head of the revenue department. The Mir Bakshi looked after the military department. The Kani Saman attended to the needs of the royal household. How was the land revenue calculated during Akbar's reign? The fourth question continued in questions answer is continued in the 82 page also. Provincial administration. The empire was divided into provinces called sabhas, each headed by a governor called Subedar. He served as a link between the province and the emperor. Subedars were responsible for the administration of provinces. They were assisted by a number of officers. Each sabha was divided into sarkars or districts, and each sarkars into many parganas. A pargana consisted of many villages. The lowest administrative unit was the village. It was under the Panchayat. The Kotwal looked after the town administration. Then the fifth question, how was the land revenue calculated during Akbar's reign? Revenue administration, land and trade were the two main sources of the revenue. Akbar made minor modifications to the revenue structure introduced by Sir Shah. A system called the Dasala was introduced. Under this, the average produce and the average price over the last 10 years were calculated. The tax to be paid for the year was fixed on the basis of this average. Generally, the one-third of this figure was the share of the emperor. What were the main features of the Mansabdari system? The most important feature of army administration was the Mansabdari system. The term Mansab means rank or position. A Mansabdar was a person who held a particular rank. Mansabdars were promoted, demoted, or transferred according to the wishes of the emperor. A Mansabdar's rank was not hereditary. When a Mansabdar died, his Jagir was taken away and given to someone else. What do you know about Deen Ilahi? You come to the page number 85. Deen Ilahi was very similar to Ashoka's policy of Dhamma. Deen Ilahi was not a new religion. It did not have any rituals, sacred books, places of worship or priests. Akbar never forced anyone to follow the new religion path. Deen Ilahi faded out after Akbar. 8. Write short notes on the following. A. Second Battle of Panipat. Akbar patronized the Second Battle of Panipat is in the page number 80. The Afghan Emperor Adil Shah decided to The Afghan Emperor Adil Shah decided the throne of Delhi. His general Hemu advanced with a large force of Delhi. He occupied Agra and Delhi in November 1556. A fierce battle was fought between the Mughals and Hemu. This was the Second Battle of Panipat. Akbar defeated Hemu in this battle. Then the B. Painting and literature under Akbar. You come to page number 85. Painting. Akbar patronized painters and calligraphers. He established many royal karkhanas or workshops. These were workshops in which many painters worked. According to a contemporary source, Akbar employed over 100 painters. The paintings had varied themes. Then literature. Come to page number 86. Akbar encouraged Persian literature. He had the Ramayana and the Mahabharata translated into Persian. Books in Arabic and Turkish were also translated into Persian. Many original works were composed in Persian. Abdul Fazil wrote a biography of Akbar called the Akbarnama. A part of it is called Aini Akbari.